Thanks, Andrew, for that report from the Dome, but I think we need a little more insight as the season gets underway. For that, let's send it over to Jay, who is with our Cuse Countdown guys.
Thanks, Tim. Joined on the desk now by our sister show, Cuse Countdown, Jared Barton, Kevin Ryans. Guys, looking at the box score, 47-0, no complaints. Well, except in the first quarter, senior quarterback Terrell Hunt goes down, torn Achilles, out for the year. What are your takeaways?
You know, it's an unfortunate situation for Hunt. You know, the guy was coming off another significant injury last year. Now he tries to come back. 3 plays later, he's right back where he started. You know, and I think it's just time for this guy to call it quits.
Yeah, I think it's time for Scott Schaefer to move on as well. He had this kid, Eric Dungey, come into the game, 10 for 17, 114 yards, and he really dictated that offense really well. I thought that he looks good. If A.J. Long also in the depth chart, and then Zach Mahoney as well. You going young, I would go young from Scott Schaefer.
But fellas, how much can you read into a true freshman performance when you're playing a 1-11 team last year, a bottom dweller in the Colonial Athletic Conference in Rhode Island?
Well, you know what I liked about Eric Dungey did is that it was like what they said in the post-game press conferences. He commanded that team. He led that offense really well, and I think that speaks volumes for a guy thrown into the wolves like that. You know, if I was doing that, I'd be really nervous. But for him, he went out there, he seemed very poised, and the offense looked really good.
Not only that, there was a really nice set of freshman running backs that came up and really stepped up in the game. You know, if they keep that performance on week to week, you don't know what's going to happen with this Syracuse out.
15 true freshmen played in that game against Rhode Island.
I will say I think you got to take everything with a grain of salt because of the opponent in Rhode Island. A much better indication will come this week against ACC opponent Wake Forest. What's the one big thing you're looking for against the Demon Deacons?
Well, I'm definitely looking for consistency. I know these two teams are pretty much neck and neck, it seems, every year. Syracuse has had the number the last couple of seasons, but you know, if they go out and put on an offensive show, and their defense is fairly solid too, they go and do that again, maybe this team has a potential to win some games here in the upcoming.
Yeah, I want Scott Schaefer to keep playing the young guys. I thought they did very well, and if they can continue to keep playing over in Wake Forest, moving on over to Central Michigan throughout the season, I think that'd be really cool as well.
Yeah, it's going to be the true freshman Eric Dungey leading the Orange in the Carrier Dome against Wake Forest in a full 30-minute breakdown of that game and all the SU games this season. You can get Cuse Countdown every week right here on Citrus TV. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Thank you, Jay.